should say to them, and then I think God revealed, you know what? How about just shut up every once in a while and let God do his thing, and maybe even do someone else's. So that's what we did tonight. So I want to introduce somebody to you tonight that you already know. This is a student in our ministry at Crossway, Taylor Owen. What's up, T.O.? So does anybody ever actually know T.O.? Well, he dances every once in a while. Sometimes, every time I see him, I hear stories about him dancing down the hall, and everybody's like, what is he doing? He's a freak. But anyway, Taylor has had a lot of growth over these last several months and even a year. And so I wanted him to get the opportunity to say just a few things to you about what God's doing in his life. So I prepared a couple of questions for him to not freak him out. He'd love to dance in front of you and hates to speak in front of you. So that's just the way it is. So Taylor, tell us about the Taylor before he's gotten serious about the Lord lately. And so Taylor, can you tell us a little bit about the Taylor Owen before you begin to get serious about the Lord?
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Well, before I started to know Christ, I really didn't care at all about what parents, what youth pastors, what anybody said. It was just whatever I wanted to do, basically. And that's about it. Yes.
Awesome. And some of you remember him, right? They're like, I ain't gonna say nothing, man. I'm gonna be in trouble. I ain't saying nothing. All right, Taylor, what are some of the circumstances? You know, when somebody starts to get serious about the Lord, a lot of times there's got to be some type of reason or something going on in your life. Like, what were the circumstances or things going on that just kind of prompted you or helped you to really get serious about the Lord? Can you tell us about a little bit?
Yes. When I was younger, we always went to church, but it was really something like my mom made me do, you know, my parents made me go to. It never really, hey mom, right there, I'm recording. It wasn't really something that I wanted to do, but then once I started getting into the youth group and stuff with Sherman, and going to church camp was awesome. So if y'all ever get the chance to do that, because it's an awesome thing. It'll change you completely. And just doing that, and then dance. I had this vision of dancing to Christian music, and me and a couple of my friends, y'all probably know them, Trey and Trent, actually danced at the church, and that kind of made me want to grow even more too, and it kind of, God was talking to me. I know He was, and things have happened here lately that just, it's amazing. I could sit here and talk about it all day long, but I don't have that time, so.
Kicking us out of here at a certain time tonight, but that's all right. Taylor, what were some of the, who are maybe some of the, and I just find this in a lot of students' lives, when you start to get serious about the Lord, it just tends that there's a few people that kind of are around you that kind of help you do that. So are there any key people in your life that just really kind of helped you get serious about the Lord, helped you in that?
Of course, my family and my Christian friends and you, Sherman, really. And again, like I said, in church camp, people at church, just like counselors and, man, the preacher actually at the church we went to, the church camp we went to was amazing. He actually helped me out a lot too, just to, open my mind.
Awesome. Hey man, you must love hearing from Taylor. We got a couple more questions for him, but you're like pin drop quiet, so y'all are awesome. If I was speaking, they'd be talking and walking out the door and yeah. I know. I do this every week, so I know that's exactly what they do. So here's another question, Taylor. What would you tell? There's some of us tonight, and here's just reality. We are really contemplating, really thinking about, should I give my life fully to this church thing? Should I give my life fully to Jesus and really kind of live it out? And it's a hard balance because we kind of want to do that, but with another foot, we're kind of over here and we're thinking, you know what, I'm not sure that I'm ready to just give it all and to kind of, people are going to think I'm a freak or whatever it is. And so they're kind of straddling the fence of their faith and their relationship with Christ and their popularity and their thing with school. And so, what advice do you have for somebody that's right on the fence, trying to make a decision? Should I really just give it all for Christ? What advice do you have for them?
I'd say just do it, because once you do it, you'll realize that it really don't matter what other people think. Like, it really does not matter. It's all about God. He's going to set you up. Other people definitely do not control it. And once you give it all to Jesus, you'll realize that you don't need to worry about what other people think.
Awesome. Is it hard in this environment? With dancing and doing your thing, and I know you're even thinking about moving to LA and really really pursuing that. So like as a dancer and as a student here at Riverdale, and you know, I mean, with people all around you, surrounding that kind of thing, is it hard in this environment that you're in to live, to be a Christian, or is it really easy to be a Christian in this environment? Like, you know, and to follow up on that, tell us if it's hard or easy, and then kind of tell us why it is, whichever one you say, all right?
I don't care who you are in this room, you know it's hard to be a Christian. I mean, it might not be to y'all, it really is to me though. And just, you got friends, you got people you don't even know you worry about, and just peer pressures of being a teenager, period. I mean, it's ridiculous, all the stuff that gets thrown at you every day. And whether you realize it or not, Satan's all around you, throwing stuff at you every day. And it is very hard. And I don't know anybody in here that'd say it's easy walking through life being a 100% Christian, because nobody's perfect. I sure ain't perfect. And I say it's probably one of the hardest things to do right now as a teenager.
Man, how do you, you know, this I guess it's kind of personal, but how do you pursue Christ, if you will? How do you, you know, how do you live out your faith? You know, how do you do that, man, in your own life? Have you found a way to just living out your faith and being a Christian? Like, how does that look for a Christian teenager for you to do?
Honestly, I'm still kind of looking for that. You know, I'm trying my hardest to be a Christian. I pray, you know, read the Bible.
Man, I bet it, you know, here's the thing. It's tough to stand in front of a group of your peers and really say, hey, I'm a Christian. Not only am I a Christian, but I read my Bible, and I'm kind of a freak about it. You know what I'm saying? That is difficult. And so, man, I'm just so proud of you. I've been proud of you tons of times lately, and, you know, the dance thing, everything that you're doing. But man, I'm just so proud of you at this moment. I just can't express to you as your youth pastor how proud I am for just standing up. Your school knows now where you stand when it comes to Jesus Christ. There's no doubt in their mind. And I'm not saying he's perfect. I'm not trying to put him up there so you know, when you see him fall, see him mess up, you're like, I thought you were a Christian. That's not the goal at all. But the goal is hopefully maybe now you can communicate back and forth with some of these guys in private and in a way, and maybe just have some influence with them and help them. There's no telling who you have the opportunity to influence, man, and whose eternity really that you're going to change. Hey, I've got one thing, and I know I can do this because we went to a large girls group and had some off-the-cuff stuff. So just out of curiosity, that's right, you should see me and Taylor Owen answering questions that girls have for Christian guys. It was amazing. But here's my